That is Horror Stir by Grady Hendrix. It would be a good idea to have a seance in the middle of the night, in the dark. I don't know if I explained that good enough, but that's so fucking creepy. The Southern Bookhand's Guide to Staying Vampires, I really enjoyed that. And chapter 14. I actually started watching the new Pretty Little Liars show, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Just got the delivery that I ordered of these drinks because I go back to work next week after 4 weeks off, so I thought I might need some caffeine to help me. True friend here, right here. But anyways, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and a new reading vlog. So for today, I want to start a book that I'm very excited about and I've been wanting to read forever. I've read quite a bit of books by this author. I think I've read 3 books by him. I've liked all of them, some more than others, but that is Horror Stir by Grady Hendrix. I have read Final Girl Support Group, I have read My Best Friend's Exorcism, and one more which I can't remember, but I've enjoyed all of them and I've been wanting to read this forever. And then I went book shopping a few days ago and I found this one. It was like the only copy left too, so I grabbed it as fast as I could and I'm so excited to start it. What's so funny about this one too is that it looks like an IKEA catalog, like on the inside as well. It's literally a copy of an IKEA catalog, which is funny because I'm Swedish, but well. Also he has another one of his books. It is My Best Friend's Exorcism. Looks like an old VHS tape. So I love when authors do a little bit of fun covers. I mean, it's the inside that counts. I don't know if this is gonna be good, I'm hoping, but it's fun when the covers are inspired by something, you know what I mean? I haven't seen that a lot except this author, so. But yeah, it's a horror novel. I don't know if it's actually gonna be in a warehouse, in a furniture store like IKEA, if it's gonna be like a haunted store. That would be really cool and fun. I have no idea. But this is a book that I'm gonna start today. I do think it has some like pictures of like construction things in here, so I think it's gonna be a pretty quick read. I don't think it's gonna be a too deep, heavy one to read, but we'll see. It's already early evening, so but yeah, this is the book that I'm starting today, and we'll see if I'm gonna pick up another book later tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna aim to like read around 2 books each reading vlog, and we'll see how that's gonna go. But yeah, I'm starting this one tonight and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so here's the other ones that I've read. I have read by him My Best Friend's Exorcism. That was really good. The Southern Bookhand's Guide to Staying Vampires. I really enjoyed that. And the Final Girl Support Group. My favorite of all of these are probably the this one, the Southern Book Club's Guide to Staying Vampires, and my least favorite is probably this one. But I've enjoyed all of them, so I'm really excited to pick up the next one. Okay, it's quite a bit later in the evening and I've been reading a bit in this book. I've gone up to page 52 and we do indeed have the setting being in this furniture store, which is pretty cool and fun. So we follow mainly Amy, who is a girl working at this furniture store. She's kind of struggling financially. She lives with roommates and she can barely pay the rent. You know, it's not really her dream job, but she just kind of needs the money right now, and she doesn't really plan to work here her entire life. But you know, she's not the most enthusiastic person at work. She's not the best colleague, I guess. You know, she's not the best at this because she just kind of wants to do her job and get home, which I think is pretty fair. Like, I'm also that kind of person that I do my job. I don't want to do more than I'm paid for. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a bad attitude, some people might say, but honestly, why would you put your energy into doing more than you're paid for? That's honestly, like, it's work, it's not life. So, but the people working here and the manager and stuff has been noticing that someone must have been coming in at night destroying things, because they come in every morning and things are destroyed. You know, the furniture are destroyed. People, like, you can tell that someone has been there or something has been there and something is just not right. So this manager dude asks Amy and another one that works there if they are willing to stay with him there overnight for double the pay, obviously, to just like check it out, to hide and see what's going on. And no one really wants to do it, but obviously Amy kind of does it for the money. She really needs money for the rent that she hasn't paid yet, which is long overdue. So she does it for the money. And so now we have just come to the part where they are there at night, and only the thought of that, actually, like, I didn't think it was gonna feel creepy, but the thought of like a big, let's say a big IKEA store at night, like, imagine everything dark, no people, such a big space. I actually find it pretty creepy. So I'm actually getting creepy feelings just by thinking about it, actually, which I didn't think I was gonna, but I do think it's creepy. And so far they've just discovered, or Amy has just discovered, something weird. So she went to the bathroom, right, the girls' bathroom, and everything looked fine. And then she went back to the other two, and after a while she went back to the bathroom and there were some new graffiti that she was pretty sure was not there 20 minutes ago. And the graffiti was weird as well, like odd, you know, it's not like someone wrote their name or like fuck off, like it was just weird stuff writing on the wall. It was just creepy. And Amy also discovered that like a door in the back was broken, so someone definitely has been going into the store, and that's basically where I'm at. But yeah, it is pretty creepy setting, a big dark furniture store at night. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it and I'm enjoying the vibes. Okay, so I've gotten up to page 17.9 and some really spooky shit is going on and I'm legit scared, like. So we have Amy and her colleague plus the manager, or I'm not sure it's the manager, but like he has another position at work, and he was like the one who decided that they were gonna go with him to this warehouse like at night to figure out what's going on, because obviously if something is off, someone is sneaking in, or something is going on because furniture has been destroyed and stuff. So Amy and this other colleague is patrolling, just checking, and they run into two other colleagues that's not supposed to be there, but they're there. And these two colleagues believes in ghosts, or one of them does, and the other one kind of just likes her and wants to be with her. But so they are there on a mission without the manager knowing. They're there to try to film a ghost, capture a ghost on camera. And something really, really creepy happened. So this guy Matt, who was one of the people that was gonna capture the ghost on camera, and Amy walks together to patrol to check it out. And he has a video camera, obviously, because he's gonna try to film a ghost. And all of a sudden they are lost. You know, they have worked here for years. These people, like, they know the store, you know. Picture an IKEA where you walk in, like, you know, with the arrows, you go to the bedroom section, the kitchen section, the home office section, you know, it goes on like that. So they would know the way. But they get lost. But it was so fucking creepy. So he's filming this entire time, and on the screen on the camera it says that they are in the kitchen section, but when they look with their own eyes, not in the camera but with their own eyes, it says that they're like in the home office section, or they are in the home office section with a lot of desks, chairs, but then they look at the camera screen and they're in the kitchen section. I don't know if I explained that good enough, but that's so fucking creepy. And they're like, what the fuck? Are we going crazy, or like what is going on? So they, in order to like get back to the bedroom section where they're gonna meet up the others, they have to like follow follow through the camera lens, because if they look in reality with their eyes, they're in totally different wrong places, which is so fucking creepy. And what the fuck is going on? I feel like it's definitely gonna be some paranormal shit, ghost shit, definitely not normal stuff. I feel like, because if this happened, it has to be something paranormal. But that was so fucking creepy. Like they were seeing something else on camera than with their eyes. And according to Matt and this other girl that is there without the manager knowing, there used to be a prison where the store now is. So before it was built ages ago, there used to be a prison where a lot of people died. So these two people think that those people who died is like now haunting this warehouse, which might be true. It's a legit theory. So yeah, super freaky. It is the next day and I have gotten up to page 129 in this, and these people decided that it would be a good idea to have a seance in the middle of the night, in the dark, in this huge ass empty warehouse. Yeah, sure, nothing's gonna happen. But also they actually did find this guy at the warehouse who was acting really strange, but turns out that, at least he says, that he's just a homeless person who's been crashing here, and he says that he's not the one who's been smashing things and destroying things, and he's with them when they hold the seance and weird stuff is happening. So it's still really creepy. But also one thing I want to talk about is we have one chapter, I think it's chapter 2, that I thought was very funny, and I wish that the author did this to every chapter to kind of, I mean, small details could be really fun, you know, like it's not gonna change the way I feel about this book, but it would be so fun with, so you have chapter 2 in this book is called drittsekk, which I'm pretty sure means asshole in Norwegian, which is really funny. And since this is like a IKEA catalog, like Scandinavia, it would be so fun if he named each chapter like funny Scandinavian names. That would be really fun. So like the chapters are named very weird stuff, but not many of the words I recognize. Like I don't think it's actually words, just like letters put together. But it would be so funny if he did that for every chapter, because he must have known that he called chapter 2 asshole in Norwegian. Like it's just funny. I wish he did that for every chapter, like have Swedish words or Norwegian words or Danish words, so that, you know, we could kind of, I don't know, just be fun, you know, small details like that, and the ones who figured it out, you know, that would be so fun. So but yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's creepy, it's spooky, and I'm having a good time. Okay, one thing that I also think is really, really creepy, so like we all have different things that creep us out, you know, some have crowns, some have spiders, you know what I mean? But in, especially like in horror films and horror books, what's really creepy to me is like doppelgangers or clones or whatever. I'm not saying like in the Vampire Diaries that I think it's creepy with Elena and Catherine, but like in a horror setting, I think it's super creepy. Even like with twins, I could think it's a bit creepy. But like, let's say you're on the phone, or like this girl is on the phone with this guy and she's like, are you coming? We're getting out of here. And he's like, no, I've got to save this one, or I got to save this person. I just saw her around the corner. And the other one is like, no, I have her. She's right next to me. I rescued her. And the other one is like, no, I just saw her around the corner. So creepy with like doppelgangers or clones in horror settings. I think it's super creepy. It just, I'm getting chills. Like, I don't know why. There's just something really, really freaky about that. Okay, it's quite a bit later, and I want to say that I finished Horror by Grady Hendrix, and I did enjoy it. As you've seen, I've actually been pretty spooked out and freaked out. I did think it was a good horror book, and it like went by really fast, and it was a fun concept with the whole like furniture store and IKEA resemblance and stuff. But I do think that the ending was like a little bit of unresolved. I feel like you didn't really get the closure for some of the characters in this book. You did get closure for some of them, but not everyone, and I think it was just kind of a little bit of a weird ending, to be completely honest. And that's like the only thing that I'm gonna complain about, I think. Otherwise, I think it was a really fun horror book, a little bit creepy obviously, and it was fun to read, and definitely had some like ghost elements, haunted building, kind of that stuff, which I enjoy that, and I definitely recommend it if you are looking for a horror book, but that's also kind of fun in a way, if that makes any sense. So the next book I'm gonna pick up, I'm a little bit hesitant on if I want romance or contemporary, or I'm not really sure. I'm choosing between a couple of books and I'm not really sure yet which I'm gonna pick up. I'm thinking maybe Actor H. Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the third book in a trilogy where we follow the Brown sisters. So we follow like different sisters all the time. There are 3 sisters. So the first book we follow one of them, the second book the other one, and this we follow a new sister, Eve. And I adored the first 2 books. They were funny, witty, lighthearted, spicy, romantic, fun, really fun books, and relatable. I feel like you can really relate to the characters so far in the other 2 books at least. I enjoy the characters. I felt like I really got to know the sisters, so I might pick this one up and hopefully I will like this one just as much as I enjoy the other 2 books. Okay, let's read the back of this book. Eve Brown is a certified hot mess. No matter how hard she strives to do right, her life always goes horribly wrong, so she's given up trying. But when her personal brand of chaos ruins a wedding, her parents draw the line. It's time for Eve to grow up and prove herself, even though she's not entirely sure how. Jacob Wayne is always in control. The uptight B&B owner expects nothing less than perfection from his employees, so when a purple-haired tornado of a woman applies for his open chef position, he tells her the brutal truth, not a chance in hell. Then she hits him with the car, supposedly by accident. Now his arm is broken, his B&B is understaffed, and a dangerously unpredictable Eve is fluttering around trying to help. Before long, she's infiltrated his work, his kitchen, and his spare bedroom. Sunny, chaotic Eve is his natural-born nemesis, but the longer these 2 enemies spend in close quarters, the more their anonymity turns into something else entirely. Okay, it's quite much later. It's actually after midnight and I haven't been reading too much, unfortunately. I actually watched a movie with like more than 2 hours long. It was 2 hours and 12 minutes, I think, which was the movie that I've been wanting to watch for a while, and it was the movie about Steve Jobs and Apple. I think it was made in 2015, so it's not that old, but I really like movies like that, you know, like The Social Network, and it's just interesting to see how everything came up and everything started. And it was good. It was really good. I like Ashton Kutcher and I think he did a really good job, but it definitely wasn't as good as The Social Network. I loved that movie. Andrew Garfield with Jesse, like, cannot be better. But it was a good movie and I'm glad I watched it, but it was a long movie, so it took up most of my night. But I have been reading a little bit in this one. Got over to page 55 and we follow Eve, who is this 26-year-old girl who is kind of struggling in life. She is kind of, I guess, looking for her call in life, or looking for something that she enjoys doing. She has jumped through careers so many times. She never seemed to stuck with a job, you know. She doesn't really know what she wants to do in life, really. And after her latest career, kind of, she decided to quit that. Her parents kind of were done with her. They wanted her out because she still lives at home, and they were like, okay, we're gonna cut you off with the money. You need to find your own thing. You need to find your job and, you know, do your thing. It's time. And she's desperately trying to find a job again. So she gets the car, randomly drives around for quite some time, and stumbles across this bed and breakfast. And at first she was just gonna like grab some food there, but she noticed a sign saying that they were looking for a chef, a cook, and she likes to cook. She's pretty good at it, so she was like, why not? It's a sign. And she gets in there and does the interview unprepared. The guy that owns the B&B, Jacob I think he's called, the first impression is not good. He doesn't like her at all and definitely doesn't think that she would fit for the job. He's very much grumpy and she's very much sunshine, which again, as you know, I do enjoy that trope, but they don't like each other at all. They're very, very different and they don't see eye to eye like at all. But Jacob is desperate for someone to work there, so he is racing after her to tell her that she can try, when she accidentally hits him with her car and he has to go to the hospital, and he doesn't have a lot of workers there, so they're like, can you just take care of this place while I'm at the hospital? Like, okay, yeah. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's what's happening. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's fun, easy so far, and it's gonna be interesting following Eve and seeing her life, because I did enjoy the other two sisters and it was great getting to know them, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's the next day, a Sunday, and it's already almost 4 in the afternoon. And what have I done today? I'm not sure. No, I've actually been filming a video. I filmed a video, which I'm quite happy about. I haven't edited yet, but it's no rush. It's not going up yet. But did that, edited the thumbnail and everything, and I have been listening to music. That's what I've been doing today. No, but haven't been reading, unfortunately, yet, and I can't really sit down yet to do that either because I need to clean. So I go back to work next week, and I just know that for my like health, to come home to a clean apartment is gonna do a lot for my well-being. So I really need to get to it and like not only clean, but like clean out stuff. I have old food in the fridge and stuff and it's disgusting, like, but I need to do it. And after that, I'm gonna take a shower and then hopefully read. I did read like a few chapters last night after you guys. I'm on page 89, but nothing new has really happened. They still like hate each other basically. She is doing good in the B&B and he's like surprised. He's like, she can cook, she can be nice to guests, like he's just surprised, but they still pretty much hate each other. So nothing new has really happened in the book, but I'm really hoping to read more tonight. But now I really should clean. I've been putting it off for such a long time. So yeah, at least a little bit. Like I don't have to push myself, but I need to do some stuff. So yeah. Okay, so I have gone up to page 179. It's a bit later. I did actually clean. Did a very good job. Thankfully, I finally did that. Feels really nice. But since then, I've just been reading page 179, and I just finished chapter 12 or 11, I think. And I've seen all over TikTok people gushing over chapter 14. So I'm a bit scared. I don't know. Something about chapter 14 apparently, so that will be fun. But I feel like they're getting along better as they're getting to know each other, and also they have this typical thing where they're kind of flirting with each other without really realizing it. I mean, Eve is really a social person. She's like a social butterfly, and I feel like she kind of flirts without realizing it, whilst Jacob is a really not talkative person, doesn't really have any friends, definitely not social, very cold, grumpy, but I feel like she's kind of warming him up. I don't know, but they're definitely getting along better, and he's just like teaching and learning her about working here because she has gotten the job. So yeah. But I'm probably gonna go and take a shower and continue reading afterwards. Maybe I can finish it tonight. Like, it's a relatively short book and like it's fast paced. Maybe that would be fun. Okay, it is around 9-10 in the evening and I've gone up to page 274, and chapter 14, I understand the hype. I understand why that was the chapter that everyone was talking about, and I guess I haven't finished it yet, but I guess I know why that was the chapter that people talked about. Chapter 13 ended like on such a oh my gosh, and then all of chapter 14 was just like, yeah. But anyways, I might finish it tonight, but I think I'm gonna put it down for now, at least because I kind of want to watch something. But I am enjoying it so far. It's very fast paced, as I've said, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but Eve is actually living and working at this B&B. So she's not only working there, but she's living there in this like spare room that Jacob has. So they're obviously close all the time, day in and day out. And something happens between them and kind of he freaks out about that. But he kind of helps her find somewhere to live. And then they're like, no, wait, let's just not do that. Let's be professional. We can be colleagues and nothing more. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, he's definitely a very serious person. And according to his friend, like with relationship and stuff, he takes it very seriously. Like he's not a guy that sleeps around easily. He's not a guy that takes home girls all the time. He takes relationships very seriously and kind of one of those types that date to marry, you know what I mean? Definitely doesn't look at it lightly. So he obviously really takes that stuff seriously. Yeah, but I am enjoying it, but I think I'm gonna take a little bit break because I want to watch something. I actually started watching the new Pretty Little Liars show, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. The only reason I even started was because Bailey Madison is in it, and I really like her as an actress. But you know how I feel about remakes. It's hard for me to like them. I do like some, but it's really hard for me to like remakes of shows. And is it just me, or is it a little bit too early for a PLL remake? I actually thought about this last night because you have, let's say like 90210. The Beverly Hills original 90210 aired in the 80s, I believe, and then the new 90210 aired in the early 2000s. So like between 15-20 years, I think is a great time between remake of a show. Also had like Twin Peaks, I think was in the 90s, and they did a little remake thing a while back, like 10-15 years after. I think that's a better timeline, but I mean, the original Pretty Little Liars show didn't end that long ago. Like what was it? 2014, 15, 16? Like it wasn't that long ago. I personally think it's too early for a remake. Oh, and also like Roswell. The original Roswell show aired in the 90s, and now Roswell, New Mexico just ended, or it's just about to end now, 2022. So like 20 years. I just think it's too early for a remake of a show that literally ended not too long ago. At least in my opinion. I mean, it's gonna be the same generation, you know what I mean? Maybe like a little bit younger as well, but like I was a teen watching Pretty Little Liars and I'm still a young adult, you know? Whilst 90210, like my mom watched the old one and I watched the new one, because like different generations, you know what I mean? I just think it's weird. But I watched like 2 episodes and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's definitely not great. Not that the original one was great. I just, it's iconic, I feel like, the first one. I don't know. We'll see if I continue on with it, or if I find something new to watch, or if I watch a movie. I don't know. I'm just in the mood to watch something and just like cuddle up on the couch. Hello, it is the next day, so a Monday, and it's around 12 o'clock lunchtime. And today I have this thing, we're currently on break, but I have this thing from 10 to 4. It's like an intro thing, information about this course I'm starting. It's starting this week, and fun stuff, not really, but I'm excited. It's a math course that I've been wanting to take for a while. Finally doing it. And if you don't know, like I suck at math. I haven't studied math since my first year of high school, which is a while ago, and I barely, like, almost failed that class. Like I just got through it, you know? But it's fine. So we have this like intro thing, not really math, it's more like from the school, like rules and information and study tips kind of, but it's many hours still. But we're on break right now. I have like a half an hour until we're starting again, and after that, so it's gonna end around 4, and after that I'm gonna sit down and study some math because I need to do that. I applied for this course months ago because obviously like you need to do that, and I was very motivated back then. I was like, yes, okay, so my 4 weeks off from work, I'm gonna study. Now those 4 weeks are over. Have I studied? Not a bit. I haven't studied anything, which I need to do before I have my first class, because or else I'm not gonna know what the teacher's talking about. Like, I am not gonna have any idea what the teacher's talking about unless I prepare. So there is like this YouTube channel, like it's Swedish, but where you can study math, this particular math that I'm doing. And yeah, that's what I will be doing today. And tonight, like later, once I've studied, I'm gonna reward myself and finish this book, because I have like 2 chapters left. But I've decided I'm gonna do it like as a reward tonight, like after I've studied, because if I need to get it done. I need to study. But I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really excited to see how it's gonna end, because we have just had like, or where I ended it, it's kind of like a thing going on. So I'm excited to see where it takes us. But as I've said, it's not gonna be for a while. I need to do this first, this like intro thing until 4, and then some studying. Look at this cute notebook, by the way, like so cute. Just to breathe. The thing is, what I love about studying is you can use like fancier, cute notebooks, pens. That's like my favorite thing about it. I love it. So yeah, that's the plan for today, and this is also the week that I go back to work, but I'm off today. I start tomorrow. I have an evening shift. So what a great week it's gonna be. I feel great. No, but it's fine. Okay, it is quite a lot later in the evening. I finished the whole thing on the computer and I studied, so yeah. And then I sat down and finished Actor H. Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert, and I thought about this, and yes, it's romance, and yes, it has a little bit of spice in it, and you know, a love story, but overall, how I would describe these books, I would honestly say feel good, like a feel good book. At least like that's in my opinion. If you compare to like other romances, you have a lot of, you know, angsty love and like drama and jealousy, and of course you have to have like some sort of conflict if it's gonna be a romance book, which this is. So you do have like a little bit of that, but not at all much, not at all much. In my opinion, it's really just like a feel-good book. So, you know, throughout this whole book, I felt good. You know, there wasn't a time where I felt really anxious or it was too much drama, which can happen for me. So this entire series, I would just describe as a feel-good series. Perfect if you're like, you know, reading something, wanting to get out. But yeah, I definitely enjoy this just as much as I enjoyed the first 2 books in this series, and hoping this author put out more books there, because I would definitely give them a shot. I'm really happy I finished it, and it was a really, really good book. But yeah, that is gonna be it for this reading vlog. The 2 books I read in this vlog was Horror Stir by Grady Hendrix and Actor H. Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. So, and I really, really enjoyed both of the books, so I would say it's been a great reading vlog. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye!